Clap your hands if you already knew that quite literally Daddy Daycare was a scheme that Todd set up. I want to be the first person to tell you that Todd Tucker wants them divorce proceedings public because he wants to embarrass Kandi Burruss.
Do you at least see you and Todd being friends after the divorce? Yes. I think after a divorce, I think anybody should be able, hopefully. Don't get me started lying.
Won't that age well?
I hope we get to be friends. Like, that'll be my goal.
Y'all, Kandi has officially put the gloves on because Todd is not playing fair at all. While Kandi was moving like this divorce could stay respectful and quiet, Todd flipped the script and went straight for the jugular. He's now asking the court for permanent custody of the kids, child support, the house, and a hefty alimony check to maintain the lifestyle he's grown accustomed to. And the wild part is how he's trying to sell the story. By filing for custody the way he did, Todd essentially painted Kandi as an absent mother, knowing exactly how that would look to the public. That move alone forced everyone around him to pick a side, including family members who were previously trying to stay neutral. And once Riley started speaking up, it became clear why Kandi stopped trying to be nice. Riley has made it known that her relationship with Todd has been strained for a long time, and she's hinted more than once that she's seen things behind the scenes that don't line up with the image Todd is trying to present in court. At this point, Kandi isn't just fighting for her kids, she's fighting her reputation. She's built too much, sacrificed too much, and worked too hard to let anyone rewrite her story. This divorce has officially turned into a battle, and Kandi is done playing defense.
I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but, this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So all the times you've been seeing me online like, all of that means nothing. I've been going through it, y'all. I've been going through it. Life has been lifing me. Okay? Got it. Anyway,
Just a few days ago, Kandi made an emergency court filing that basically let Todd know his vacation tour as a newly single man is officially over. In the filing, Kandi laid everything out and accused Todd of completely checking out once their divorce became public. According to her, he stopped contributing financially across the board. No tuition for the kids, no extracurricular activities, no vacations, no medical expenses, and not even groceries. Meanwhile, Todd has been all over social media, posting himself everywhere but home, living it up like he doesn't have responsibilities waiting on him. What really set Kandi off is the image Todd has been trying to sell online. Every now and then, he'll post a photo with the kids, throw up a hashtag like Daddy Day, and act like he's super involved. But according to Kandi, those posts are misleading at best. She claims the moments are staged, brief, and don't reflect the reality of what's been going on behind closed doors. From her perspective, Todd wants the optics of being an active father without actually doing the work or paying his share. And now that he's taken the fight to court, Kandi isn't letting that narrative slide anymore. She's making it clear that the receipts are coming and she's done covering for him.
What up, y'all? It's Daddy Daycare and we're heading to school. How's everybody feeling this morning?
Cold.
How you feeling, Ace?
Cold.
Ace say he's cold. Blaze, what you feeling?
Just at the house hanging out.
Blaze, what we doing?
At the house hanging out.
We having fun. Well,
I'm hungry.
You hungry? What you want, a snack?
Yeah.
We going downstairs to get snacks. Let's go.
You can pause that.
You want me to pause it?
All these daddy daycare posts Todd has been putting up are starting to look less like genuine parenting and more like him building a paper trail for court. From Kandi's side, it's being said that while she's away working, Todd only spends a short window of time with the kids before handing them right back off to a nanny. But before doing that, he makes sure there are plenty of photos and videos to document the moment, just enough to later claim he's doing the most. And that's what's really upsetting Kandi, because not only is he allegedly not contributing anything meaningful to their day-to-day care, he's also using the kids as props to shape a narrative. What makes this even messier is the growing claim that Todd never contributed to the mortgage or major household expenses even when they were living together in Kandi's home. That revelation has people side-eyeing everything and wondering if Todd was ever financially pulling his weight at all. Kandi says she only started speaking up once Todd tried to flip the script and paint her as an absent mother. On top of that, she claims he's been deliberately interfering with her time with the kids. Back in December, it was already agreed the children would spend the holidays with her in New York while she was on Broadway. Todd initially said yes, but once the flights were booked and plans were set, he suddenly changed his mind and tried to block it, adding yet another layer to an already ugly situation.
Todd wanted to take the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. And, we're in this awkward space right now. So it was like, okay, so I guess we're both taking the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. We're both going. Great. So we did. The kids had a good time, and that's all that matters, right?
Remember, Todd already asked for primary physical custody of the kids in his initial filing, claiming his work schedule is more stable than Kandi's and that it allows him to be more present. That context is important because if Kandi had given in and let the kids spend Christmas without her, Todd would have absolutely used that against her. He would have framed it as proof that she didn't prioritize the children, while positioning himself as the only consistent parent holding things together. Kandi saw the setup coming a mile away. That's why she went back to court asking for structure. She wanted a clear custody schedule put in place and requested that the case be sealed for the sake of the kids. If two grown adults can't communicate without trying to outmaneuver each other, then court oversight becomes necessary. It also removes the need for Kandi and Todd to deal with each other directly, which clearly isn't working. But Todd wasn't interested in keeping things calm or private. He pushed back hard, telling the court there was no reason to seal the case, because according to him, he wasn't the one running to blogs or going live to talk about the divorce. And while Kandi has spoken publicly, she's been careful. She's talked about her feelings, the emotional toll, and her disappointment, not the legal details or custody strategy. That makes Todd's resistance to privacy feel questionable. If you truly want to protect your children, why insist on keeping everything public unless you're hoping something else comes out and shifts public opinion in your favor? Todd is also asking for final decision-making power over the kids, which is a major red flag when paired with his other moves. He's not just seeking shared parenting, he's trying to gain control. And then came the real twist. Todd admitted he did sign the prenup, but now he's claiming he signed it without his attorney present and under extreme stress, just hours before the wedding. That's not a random detail, that's a legal strategy. By suggesting he signed under duress, Todd is laying the groundwork to challenge the prenup entirely. If that agreement gets tossed, Kandi's entire financial world could be dragged into court. Her Bravo checks, Broadway income, businesses, and multi-million-dollar empire would all be subject to division. Meanwhile, Todd is asking for child support, alimony, and an equitable split of Kandi's assets, while conveniently wanting to keep his own businesses separate and untouched. That's when it stops being about the kids and starts looking like a money grab. This isn't someone seeking fairness. This is someone trying to flip the power dynamic at the 11th hour. Kandi thought this divorce would be amicable. Todd is proving it's anything but. The gloves are off, the strategy is clear, and what he's doing now isn't just messy, it's calculated.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. For y'all women who are bosses and have all of this money and got this extra shit.
Why you saying it like that?
No, because I think, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You know what I mean? You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no niggas, no Bentleys and doing dumb shit, but you gotta invest in y'all and y'all future, and you gotta let your man feel like a man in those scenarios. Because with all the money that you have, you can end up by yourself.
Now we know that Kandi and Todd have been married for a long time, but it's moments like this that really show you who you were dealing with the entire time. Divorce doesn't change people, it exposes them. And right now, everything Todd is doing is making folks look back at the marriage with a very different lens. Kandi's family has been going through it too, because this isn't just about a breakup, it's about years of tension finally boiling over. Let's start with Mama Joyce, because if you know anything about Kandi's life, you know Mama Joyce never trusted Todd from day one. She never supported that marriage, never bought the love story, and according to people close to the family, she feels both vindicated and furious right now. Vindicated because everything she warned Kandi about seems to be playing out in real time, and furious because her daughter is now having to fight a man she financially built and emotionally protected for years. To Mama Joyce, this isn't shocking, it's confirmation. And then there's Riley. Whew, Riley is not here for this at all. Word is she and Todd never had the best relationship, and the way he's moving now has only proven her instincts right. From Riley's perspective, it looks like open season on her mom. Public filings, aggressive custody demands, money grabs, and attempts to control the narrative. And what really stings is that Riley had to watch Todd's relationship with his own daughter over the years. People close to the situation say Todd was never this loud, this aggressive, or this determined when it came to fighting for his own child the way he is now with Kandi's kids and Kandi's money. That contrast alone has left a bad taste. Fans are heated, and honestly, they're not wrong. The biggest issue people have of Kandi right now isn't that she's divorcing Todd, it's that she underestimated him. She truly believed he would walk away quietly, maybe hurt, maybe resentful, but ultimately respectful. That was the miscalculation, because who a man is during a breakup or divorce is who he was all along. The mask just comes off when there's nothing left to gain by being nice. Todd is not walking away quietly, and a lot of people feel like Kandi needs to get off the moral high ground and get in the ring. This isn't the time to play fair or assume good intentions. This is the time to protect yourself, your kids, and the empire you built long before he ever entered the picture. Fans are saying this is exactly how narcissists move. They'll talk sweet, play supportive, and make you feel safe while quietly positioning themselves for leverage. Then when things end, they strike. What we're seeing now is Todd exercising what's called the standard of living to which he has become accustomed. In plain terms, he got used to Kandi paying for everything during the marriage, and now that it's ending, he believes she should keep paying. The lifestyle, the access, the comfort, the security, he feels entitled to all of it. That's why he's pushing for custody, child support, alimony, and control. Not because he suddenly became super dad overnight, but because money follows custody and control follows money. And that's the part people are struggling with, because Kandi has always been generous to a fault. She funded businesses, covered bills, created opportunities, and held things down. But generosity without boundaries often breeds entitlement. Todd isn't acting brand new, he's acting like someone who believes what's hers is his permanently. Looking back, fans are starting to re-examine moments they once brushed off. The way Todd leaned into Kandi's success, the way he benefited from her platform, the way conflicts always seem to end with her compromising. It all hits different now. People are saying this isn't him changing, this is him finally showing his full hand. So the real question is, were we all caught off guard by this, or were the signs always there and ignored because Kandi wanted love so badly? A lot of people are saying they saw this coming, especially Mama Joyce. Others admit they're shocked at just how aggressive Todd is being. Either way, one thing is clear. This divorce is no longer about closure or peace. It's about power, money, and control. And if Kandi doesn't move accordingly, she risks losing far more than just a marriage. So what do y'all think? Did you ever see Todd acting like this, or did this catch you completely off guard? Sound off in the comments, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.